Hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. Alright, so I realized I had not streamed in a while, and look who camera bombed my stream. Good for you, Teddy. Good for you. But yeah, so I'm here. Gonna be playing a little N64. Hopefully it works. That is for sure. Just doing a little bit of advertising for my stream. Get some people in here. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic time. I will be with you guys momentarily after I get done posting everywhere. Why is not updating my thumbnail? I don't know, but that's okay. And yeah. Alright. Trying to make sure I have everything I want up. Okay. So let us begin. So I'm gonna show this firsthand. We are gonna go down to my capture device. So I'm gonna turn on my, well, first I should probably show what we are actually playing. We are playing on the Nintendo 64 I got. I'm using S-Video to upscaler. We are going to be playing this. It's all shiny and stuff because it's in a box protector. When I first played this, I can't remember the exact year I played this, but I was over at my cousin's house and they had this. I played multiplayer with it, and it kinda blew my mind. There was really nothing else out there like this, exactly, multiplayer wise. And kind of I don't know, the gameplay options you had when you were playing just a match, there felt like so many options you could do in the match. You could fight in the ring. You could fight on the apron. You can jump off the corner post, also known as turnbuckles. You could grab weapons from the crowd just at random. And there wasn't a lot of match type variations, but there was enough there that it felt like a lot. Really, there's only singles and tag teams and Battle Royal. Battle Royal in itself was kind of mind-blowing. Having 4 people versus each other, that was just very... Either you and your friend are playing, and then you put in a couple computers, and then you have a nice, fun go at it. I've had late night sessions with this game. I spent an entire night beating every single league, being the whole single player thing in one night. I didn't go to sleep. And then I had church the next morning, so I still didn't go to sleep. Yeah, that was a day. I do have one of these more modern Brawler 64s wired to plug into the N64. But I will be using the traditional controller for this session. Maybe eventually I'll switch it up, but I wanted to just use the standard controller for the time being. Anyways, introductions out of the way. Let's go ahead and get things rolling, shall we? Okay. Here we go. We're gonna turn on the N64. Oh wait, hang on. I don't want to turn that on yet. We are gonna turn on my upscaler, which for the time being, it is just gonna have this blue screen. I already showed how this worked, but they have a little menu thing where you can go to the input, and I want it on S-Video. S-Video, please. Thank you. Alright, and we are gonna save. Let's just save this to empty slot 2. How do I... Is there a going back? I don't know. Delete. Why am I doing... Oh wow, that's going to be interesting, but we will do this S. How do I guess I can't. U and V kind of look the same. There we go. There we go. So yeah. Go back. Let me make sure it's still inputted. Alright. So, now I'm going to turn on the N64. We will see what happens. Let me... Is sound... Okay. Sound is coming through. Alright. So, hopefully the sound isn't too blaring. Yeah, so you have to understand before this, the type of wrestling games we had was kind of in the whole 16-bit kind of Super Nintendo era. So this was like a first kind of 3D wrestling game experience. So yeah, as I said, well, I guess I would need a controller pack at some point, but yeah. So essentially everything is mostly unlocked from the get-go except a few unlockable characters and a secret league after you beat all four of the leagues here. We are going to... So you select a team of wrestlers and then you do multiple single player matches. Then you have exhibition, which you can do single, tag, you can also do handicap, and you can do a battle royal. Then you have league, which is interesting. It's kind of more along the lines of kind of like a tournament, but not. And they do have a tournament mode, obviously, for singles and tags. A lot of singles and tags variation. Let's get in just a little bit of... I'll be in red corner. Then you got Lex Luger. You can change the outfits, especially if you want the more American Lex Luger. Sting. Then you got a more interesting outfits, which I guess would be more along the lines of like Surfer Sting. There were some interesting outfits. Like that one was pretty neat. You have the Giant, which not a lot of variation for him, but then you got Scott Steiner before he became Big Papa Pump. Some good old fashioned Steiner Brothers tag teams. Ric Flair. He does not have the symbol on the side of his trunks, but he does look close enough. Ultimo Dragon. Got Dean Malenko. Eddie Guerrero. Granted, does not look exactly like the realistic counterpart, but this was very early on in the 3D. You got Rey Mysterio Jr. All kinds of colorful outfits. Chris Benoit. Steven Regal. And then you have like an NWO section as well, where you got Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and then you got the bandana, then you got traditional Hulk Hogan, you got NWO Sting, which just pretty much puts him in... Well, that seems... Okay. That's just mixing a couple outfits of his together. Got Buff Bagwell with the little NWO on the side. Eric Bischoff. Scott Norton, Kevin Nash. Okay. Then you got some more of the kind of. I know these are kind of more prominent in Japan, like Hannibal. Um, but yeah, we'll go with Rey Mysterio, just in his normal, and then we will face Ultimo Dragon, because why not? Anyways, time limit, no limit. Reina, you can pick whatever one. We will stick with, there's only 4. We will stick with WCW. And you can pick between like pin, submission, TKO, stuff like that. Typically turn TKO off. We will stick to just pinning this one. I'll turn off rope break. You can pick lumberjack where you can't go to the outside. You can pick no count out. We'll just do the standard 10 count. Then that's more of a handicap thing where it puts your spirit meter at a certain point. Alright, I still remembered the run button. Alright, so you got the quick and long grapple holds. Right? So it's actually very simple to play. Your A and B button does different moves after you grapple them. You can quick grapple, or you can hold the button for a long grapple. Which would be your A button, is your grapple button. Oh. And then... Ah! All them counterings. Alright. That is Rey Mysterio's special. I probably could have gotten a 3 there. Sometimes they also have specials in the corner and stuff. The finishing moves in this game weren't fully accurate for every character. I'm trying to get him to run back at me. There we go. So I don't know if Rey Mysterio has this specific move for the head, but there's a move where you can eye rake and basically start to work to take a person's mask off, which was an interesting thing to do. I timed that wrong. If I remember right, you can... I believe this has it where you can do like a backflip from the inside of the ropes. Just trying to... Yeah, there you go. It was a little bit butchered, but sometimes if you can get your body to hit him, sorry. Another cool thing, you can grab them and then run them and have their head meet the pole. Let's see, which button was it?
4, 5.
Well, this ain't good. I actually might lose to a count out. Okay, there we go. Had to remember my buttons. Oh no! Okay. It's not the be-all, end-all. I probably could have finished this earlier, but... well, at least he didn't hit his special on me. No rope breaks or submissions, so I do think we have like a 20-minute time limit though. Always good to have them submitting in the middle of the ring. Perfect. And it's going to be finished right here and now. Perfect. So what difficulty do I have this on at the moment? It's on normal. We'll try hard. See if I can actually do this rather well. Hopefully. We will be Kevin Nash. Why not? And we will face Scott Hall. Because why not? Probably gonna lose this, but we will see. This was the entrances back then. Right. I mean, he was Razor Ramon in other companies. I'm trying to see if I can still win matches on the hardest difficulty. I haven't played this in so long. It's been forever. I will not be surprised if I lose this, though. Not off the top of my head. I know WWE has taken, like, they've done spoofs of other wrestlers that weren't in the company anymore. So I know I've seen a few. I just can't really recall any of them off the top of my head. Surprisingly, it's rather easy to get reversals in this game. Well, I got special. Now, am I gonna be able to actually land it? Alright, come on. Dang it. Nope. Okay, yeah, he was fighting. I had all the main THQ Aki games at one point or another. Though, apparently I'm gonna need to get myself a controller pack. Because this does not have a built-in save feature. Uh-oh. Stamina's dropping. Okay. Now things are getting a little dire. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind the clone stuff, just when it comes to N64, some of the things, some of the ROMs don't work as well through emulation as it does on normal hardware. For instance, I know I was trying to run a few of these wrestling games, and I know the opening cutscene and main menu kind of messes up for me unless I get it set up correct. Small package, can I do that? Nope. Ah, okay. I see. I mean, I know people have talked about the EverDrive. So it's probably worth looking into. Alright. Bing!
1, 2, 3,
Ow! Rude.
5.
Can't just slide into the ring though. So honestly, I haven't been that much into cartridge collecting, really. But the N64 is a little bit, well, outside of the N64. Like, I haven't really been into collecting Super Nintendo or NES or Sega Genesis games. Dang it. I didn't mean to do that. Well, dang. That's good. I've heard the PS3 is a great system to collect for. I never was big on the PS3. Then again, I never actually owned one. I was more into the Xbox 360. But honestly, I'm trying to really slow down when it comes to buying games. my plan kind of going forward is, I don't know, I'm probably gonna buy a lot less. I want to actually take time to actually play some of the games that I have. Instead of just buying, like, a bunch of games all the time. Big collections are nice, just... I want to try to... It will build up over time anyways, so... Okay, he got me. That's kinda why... That's the reason why I'm aiming to buy boxed N64 games. One, it's going to be more expensive to buy the games, but that also just means I can't just buy a bunch of them at once. It's going to be a slow burn kind of thing where I find one that I want to buy, I buy it, I play it, then I save up till I can afford another boxed N64 game. And that's kind of what I'm going to go with. Yeah. We'll show off a small little tag team tournament. Let's see here. Who do I want to be, actually? Hayabusa and Black Ninja. We will take on the Steiner brothers, 'cause why not? Get a cruiserweight team in there. Then, I mean, you kind of have to have the outsiders, right? Alright, decision. Time limit, 30 minutes, sure. We'll just do pin. Sure, we'll have rope breaks on, why not? Ring out, let's not do any time limit. So, this is interesting too, because you can do just a regular tag format. Or you can do no tag format, which every team, all of them are in the ring at once. Yeah, I can play PS1 games. Let's go with the 2-out rule just to make things longer. Like, here's what I don't get about the AEW Fight Forever. It was inspired by these games, but yet it didn't think to add these kind of match customizations, stipulations. Like, even this game has more customization with the matches than AEW Fight Forever, which is just kinda sad. We'll do a no tag format. Alright, Steiner Brothers, let's do this. We are in the NWO ring. I also think the move animations were really well done on this game for being a kinda early attempt. It just kind of gets a little bit of pure chaos in these kind of matches. Do I ever... Okay, that's how you switch people. So it was called Power Move Pro Wrestling. That was what the game was called on the PS1? Or were you talking about this game? Oh, Revenge. Okay. Yeah, that was one I played a lot too. This game, it just kind of blew my mind with everything, just all the options you could do in the gameplay area. Because up until this point, I only played wrestling games off the Super Nintendo and stuff. So this was vastly different compared to that. So yeah, this was... It was just... It was a unique experience that I will never forget. I never played a lot of arcade wrestling games. I know a few of them was like WrestleFest. That's a popular one. I know Saturday Night Slam Master is very arcade. I don't know if it was an arcade game. Yeah, I never actually played WrestleFest. Never had the opportunity, really. So once I'm able to get at least one of these, because oh, he is knocked out. That was a knockout sound. I guess if I did have submissions on, he would have already been submitting. Ah! Come on. Hey, I got my special. How lovely. Let's see what that special is. Ah, it's basically the Razor's Edge. 2 count. 2 count. I am extremely happy how the video quality turned out for the upscaler with using the S video to the upscaler. Cause honestly, this looks pretty good. Why did it make me become... It automatically switched me to the outside character. So I may actually lose this now. Thanks, Wedgeroth. Have a good one. Come on. I don't have weapons turned off, do I? Am I just getting unlucky? Yeah, I guess I am.
Rope.
My holidays was good. I mean, I didn't do anything really. Yeah, I didn't do anything really all that much, to be honest. It was, one of them doesn't like to play, really, and the other one does.
Rope.
I didn't mean to do that. Really? How did your guys' holidays go? Yeah, this was a fun game. For whatever reason, when the person I wasn't controlling got lost on my team, it automatically made me the Black Ninja.
1, 2,
I was Hayabusa up until the point that it made me the outside character. Otherwise, I thought I could have taken them both out, maybe. Who is gonna win? Steiners are the... Yep, Steiners are the champions. Since that character got pinned in the match, I had it set to where you had to eliminate both two team members to win the match. But yeah, the losing character gets stuck outside till either their partner wins or vice versa, they lose. But when the computer lost, it then automatically switched me to the outside person, and yeah, so I'm avoiding doing these league challenges because currently I don't have a controller pack to even save my progress, so this is going to be more so just a quick little stream of testing things out. Let's get a battle royal going. Oh, this was also a thing I did. I would set to all computers just to see who would win. The Claw versus the Unknown. 'Cause why not? And then Saladin, 'cause why not? And Chris Benoit, why not? We will go to the Independent Union Arena. And we are going to do no count out. Right. So, back in the day, I didn't know that they were spoofing other wrestlers, because these were wrestlers that I've never really heard of in real life, so back in the day I didn't know what wrestlers they were spoofing. I think this was my favorite arena just because how colorful it was. I've also played so many Battle Royal matches. Well, I ran right into that, didn't I? That doesn't even feel like a submission hold, to be honest. Right. I haven't played any of the virtual pro wrestling games. So there's a few like mod hacks to games that I'd like to pick up for the N64. Especially in the whole kind of THQ Aki wrestling games kind of thing. Because I think that would be kind of neat. It would be like playing a new game in a way. Hey, WrestleMania 2000 was awesome. I like all the games. This is just more of... I'm kind of going in the row of... Or not in the row, but I'm kind of going in the order of the when the games were released. Because I've played them all.
1, 2. 1, 2. 2 count.
Ah. How dare you only give me a 2 count? I have to go back and play, but obviously No Mercy was the most polished game out of the THQ Aki games, but I do remember enjoying WrestleMania 2000. I can't give a clear answer what I liked better. I also had a ton of memories with Revenge as well.
One, two, 2 count. 1, 2. 2 count.
Have you played them all to jest? To jest? Sorry. Hey, I eliminated the unknown.
2 count.
Excuse me, you're eliminated. Alright, that's it. You done made me mad, so you're gonna get a bat. I didn't mean to drop it. Dang it, give me another weapon. Oh, you're gonna... Yeah, that's fair. The WWE games were definitely the more polished out of the THQ games. Alright, it's the final two. Pay attention to your opponent. Okay, you want to keep paying attention to the other opponent? Fine. I'll just take advantage of that. Right. Revenge had some pretty interesting weapon choice as well. Like, you could pull out a stop sign. So that was pretty neat. Alright, do I have him?
2, 3.
Alright, I won that. Fair and square. Let's just do a small amount because I don't remember how the league works. Let's be a Surfer Sting. Surfer Sting taking on Lex Luger. Go ahead and get a member of NWO in there. Pucko Loco. No, I haven't addressed that. No, so the creator wrestler that you would definitely be thinking of, it honestly did not become incorporated until WrestleMania 2000. This doesn't have any kind of character creation. Revenge had it where you could go in and edit the wrestlers on the roster, but there was no character creator in that either. It did not get implemented until WrestleMania 2000. I believe League works as you get points by facing other opponents, and then whatever you get more points obviously when you win rather than lose. So let's go ahead and we'll keep it all the standard this time. So I'm gonna be facing the person in 2, so I'll be facing Lex Luger this round to get points. Oh yeah, they were. WCW was much bigger in the 90s than what kind of happened on the tail end of it. And I gotta say, this game released in 1997, so like 25 years later, this game still plays relatively well. Like, I don't know. I've been able to pick it up and just play it like kind of like it was yesterday. So I really did not have much of a relearning curve when it came to playing this tonight. I just kind of knew. Obviously, we need to get a little Scorpion Deathlock action going on. Right, rope breaks. Let's do it. There we go. Perfect area to do the Scorpion Deathlock. I was a big Bret Hart fan growing up. Bret Hart is probably my favorite wrestler. Let's get a little top rope action. Alright, it's time. Ah!
One, two, three.
Fortunately, I have to kind of lure him in. Darn it. Well, that didn't work out well for him, now did it? Yeah, that kind of makes perfect sense. I don't remember much after the buyout. Then again, I didn't watch a whole lot after the Attitude Era. So the the early 2000s was a bit of a I was starting to get out of wrestling, I guess. Hey, Lex Luger gave up. Alright, so yeah, you get a few symbols and then it's all going to be based on points. And then at the end, points are added up and then you win if you get the most points. Oops, I didn't mean to enter into this. Quit match.
Draw.
I didn't mean to set that up. I didn't mean to watch it, to be honest. So now we're back to me and I'm facing the third person. Yeah. That makes sense. I'm currently 39 right now. So yeah, we are not too far off.
One, two.
Kinda surprised that's not a rope break.
One, two, three.
Alright, that was a cool finish. I like that finish. Now we got Lex Luger versus 6. Apparently they had a draw. Now Lex Luger versus Paco Loco. So I'm facing Paco Loco now. Pretty sure I'm winning this either way, but win or lose.
One, two, three, four.
Warzone is... I played it. I had it. I guess you could say I had fun with it. But that game I experienced before this game, I believe. Same with kinda WWF Attitude. They were both kinda the same, in the same series of games. Uh, Currently, I don't have any plans to really want the games. They don't really hold much value for as far as wanting to replay them kind of games. I already don't really care for fighting games with combos, with like
One.
more complicated kind of combo controls. And that's what them games were kind of based off of. I remember having a strategy guide for WWF Attitude. That way I had a list of how to do all the moves for a character. And I still couldn't get it to work half the time. I do appreciate some of the things in WWF Attitude. Like, I remember you could edit the colors of the ring and stuff to kind of make your own preferred ring. I remember the season mode in WWF Attitude being pretty decent for the time frame that it came out. Like, it was a full season mode. It wasn't like on WWF Warzone where it was only like 12 matches. Yeah, WWF Warzone had more of a arcade kind of single player mode where you go through all the fighters facing them.
Rope.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I would probably pick up WWF Attitude over Warzone. Though, Warzone did have my first kind of create a wrestler experience, so that was an interesting feature that I got from Warzone. I also kind of like the wrestling attires that came in Warzone because it was during the start of the WWF Attitude Era. Um, I remember Shawn Michaels had their DX pants, so that was a cool attire. I believe the British Bulldog and Bret Hart were in WWF Warzone. So that was around the era right before Bret Hart got switched companies. Well, he ran right into that, didn't he?
One. Two.
small package. And I won with the small package. Okay. Gotta love that stock footage. Or that stock picture of a trophy. Then you have the music with just like the whole 5-second music on repeat. Alright, let's do this. Sure. So, I can only pick from WCW since I picked the WCW team. Let's be Rey Mysterio. Haven't played as the Giant yet. Eddie Guerrero. We'll play as Lex Luger. Why not? And top it off with Ric Flair. We'll start with Buff the Stuff. Move into Scott Norton. Then let's get the Outsiders, and then we gotta top it off with Hollywood Hulk Hogan, our traditional Hulk Hogan, maybe. Alright, let's do this. Oh wow, nice. I did not know that. I had Attitude on the PlayStation 1. I never had it on the N64. I don't know which version is the definitive version, but I did not know that about the ICP makeup though. Yeah, it's just on normal. I did try one match on hard, and I was doing okay, but eventually I just ended up losing, so just thought I'd keep it at a standard pace. Easy would be far too easy, though. That's for sure. I have not. I know who they are, but I didn't bother working towards that for this stream until I buy a controller pack, because currently I didn't know this game saved through a controller pack. I thought it saved on cart. So unfortunately I need to buy that extra peripheral first. And then I'll hop into the single player portion of this game.
1, 2.
But yes, I do know the characters that you unlock. It was one of my favorite memories with this game, because I stayed up all night. Well, it was me and my friend. We stayed up all night playing through every single league. And then we unlocked Super League. And then we played through all that. We didn't end up sleeping that night. And then the next morning we had to go to church and all day. And yeah, so that was quite a day of being tired. And yeah. So probably after this stream, I'll probably order some kind of controller pack or memory card pack thing for this, and then next stream I'll probably play through the single player stuff on this game. I just wanted this to be more of a smaller stream where I can at least see if my N64 was working that I bought. Which, it all seems to be working great, to be honest. The game started up right away, but the game is very clean, too. Oh, yeah. So, back in the day, I never really messed with Game Sharks or anything. Um, or maybe I'm thinking of Revenge, actually. Revenge had a Game Shark code where you could use a Game Shark to unlock a character that was made for the game, but was never actually unlockable in the base game. I also realized my microphone might be a little bit loud there. Oh, yeah. I know in this game you can't edit the stables or anything, and I can't remember if you can do it in Revenge or not, but there was definitely, like, despite not having them features built in, I definitely played as a certain group of characters. And yeah, you would kind of imagine them being like in some kind of stable or something. I'm going through just some of the modes in this game, avoiding the single player since I have to actually have a memory card to save it, but so that will be happening during another stream. But yeah, for sure, I am definitely reliving my nostalgia childhood. Which, for me, the N64 is one of the best consoles for that. When it comes to just the games. It's just, yeah. I still feel like I can play this game as well as I could back 20 years ago or 25 years ago whenever I played it, which I think was around the release, so it was probably in 1997. Yes, Ultimo Dragon I think is actually on my team. If I ever lose as Ray, I think I'll be playing as Ultimo Dragon. But yes, Ultimo Dragon is in this game. Hurricanrana. For this game, so gameplay wise, I don't really have a favorite. I can play pretty much as any wrestler, but I remember back in the day, I would pick out of the Independent Union stable or whatever, the characters in the Independent Union, I would always pick, I think, Hayabusa. A lot of times I also think I would team up a lot of times the Claw and the Unknown, just because the way they looked very similar. Yeah, I know. N64 is, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to go back and buy an N64 this month just because I have Nintendo Switch Online, so I can play some of the heavy hitters, but games like this, they are never coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Mostly due to all the licensing issues and stuff.
One, two, three. 3-count fall.
Also, I am pretty impressed with my, because I have a Retro Tank 5X Pro upscaler, and I'm running S-Video. I'm using a S-Video cord with my N64 through a upscaler, and it actually looks pretty well. It's not bad. So I can't speak on this behalf just because I've never experienced firsthand a HDMI modded N64. I honestly think it might be a little overrated though. Especially if you have an upscaler already. Can I actually do this without my camera messing up on me? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm facing Scott Hall next. Yeah, yeah, my webcam's kind of set up. Essentially, I have my N64, which is... Where's my... It's pretty much right next to me on the desk. My N64 is running to my upscaler. So, through S-Video. My upscaler is powered by a USB port plugged into my PC. And on the out port of my upscaler is a HDMI, and it's plugged into my capture card. So that is essentially my setup. I'm not running it to the TV. But I have it outputting in 1080p. It's on a 2K monitor, and from what I can tell, what the what my capture card is showing me, I think it looks pretty good. So, if you do have an upscaler of some sorts, I think getting an HDMI or maybe even... Yeah, I think getting an N64 modded for HDMI, it's not necessarily needed. It might even be a little bit... I just don't think it would be needed if you have the setup that I do. So I have no problem running S-Video. S-Video is better than composite cables. Or composite video cord, I should say. I don't know how well them like cheap adapters work to HDMI. Like, I don't know how well they look, because I never personally used one. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I sold all my N64 stuff back in the day, too. Of all the places, I sold it to GameStop, so... Yeah. Something most of us have went through. Am I gonna actually lose one of these matches? I mean, I have won a couple matches with Rey Mysterio, so if I do lose, it's alright.
One, two,
So, I guess. So, I recently just bought my N64. This month, actually. I just got it. This is the first time I was trying it out to make sure everything works. I'm using a OG N64 controller currently. But I also went out and bought a Brawler 64 modernized controller to use if I ever feel the need. Uh, Game was very clean. I am currently collecting full boxed N64 games. One, that is gonna stop me from buying games by the buttload just because they're cheap, because I'm being very picky. So I want to go for boxed game collections, which we all know is a pretty penny to be able to afford that. So, due to that, I'm not going to be able to just buy games by the buttload because I put that stipulation on myself. But that will give me times to play my games. My collection will build up over time. And yeah, that's I think that's how I'm going to go with collecting for now. I want to play my stuff. I don't want to just go out and just buy games because I can find something for cheap or something. Like, I really should embrace what I already have in my collection and just kind of play a few games, then go out and buy new stuff if I see something that I particularly want. Um, I am I am in Ohio. That is the 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 state of where I am. um so are you talking about loose carts? Loose carts, you can probably pick them up for like $20 or $30. No Mercy, that's probably more of a $50 loose cart. Oh wow, then yeah, you are relatively not that far from me. I'm kinda in. I'm more kinda close to the Delaware, kinda not Delaware, but I'm more along the lines of kinda like around Delaware County and such. Oh, oh yeah, there is a way to tell a difference between the No Mercy cart that erases and the one that they fix. Yeah, that does go for a little bit more money, but I don't think the price difference is substantial. I don't think. Maybe not. Okay, there's Scott Hall. He was. Don't know why he flipped me over twice, but. Um, Not really. Not in the classic format. Like, we got like Dave and Buster's and like them barcade type things, but nothing like more classic feeling. There might be a few laundromats where you find old arcade machines at, or a bowling alley might have an arcade in it.
One, two.
You asking what I like better between WrestleMania 2000 or No Mercy? Oh yeah. The Razor's Edge is not quite right in this game. I even noticed that back in the day. That it looked weird. I think same with I think also some of the finishers was just not right completely with characters in this game. So me personally, I think I had more fun with the more season mode structure that WrestleMania 2000 had over the No Mercy story structure. Now, No More Mercy is awesome, but some of them past put you into pretty hard scenarios where it gets frustrating. So I think I kind of enjoyed the season mode of WrestleMania 2000, Road to WrestleMania, over the specifics No Mercy story situations. Okay, yes, No Mercy did have backstage, that was awesome. I just know, speaking from the story mode, I just like the season mode better over the scenario modes, or scenario story kinda thing. I mean, he keeps kicking out, so I kinda have to beat him down. And yes, Scott Hall, he's putting up a fight. Oh yeah, I remember them being in a No Mercy specific thing too. That's what you get, Scott Hall. And that is not gonna work. Got ya. Hehehe. Okay, I got a special, but he needs to get back in the ring. Stay down.
One, two, three.
Oh yeah, that was a good match. I remember back when I played this game with a friend back in the day, we would spend 20 minutes in the match just trying to just do a bunch of crazy stuff like, for instance, okay, I'm facing Kevin Nash next. We would just use Rey Mysterio and we would run crisscross and we would try to do them backflips all over just because it was very, well, not entertaining now, but back then in our little kid minds it was entertaining. Dang, he was just out of my reach. Come here, Nash. Oh, you're finally coming out now, huh? Yeah, I'm Rey. Good old Rey Mysterio Jr. Not his classic outfit, but I wanted to change up the color of it. Welcome to the stream, Pink Ninja. Oh, sure, now you're gonna run. Dang it! Let's see if I can do this. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, it was just a little bit too far out. Oh yeah, I know Bandit's best. There are ways to not pay a lot for playing games. This is just more of a personal, I guess, way I'm doing it. I want to go out and just go ahead and buy the games that I want boxed. That's just a personal preference that I want to set up for myself. Personal stipulation, I guess.
One, two.
A Game Shark is not off the table. It's definitely something I'd like to look into, especially since I'm using just like the official hardware for it, it's not something I really thought about, but yeah, I would say yeah, I'd probably be interested in getting a Game Shark eventually. Yeah, so that kind of goes into I wanted to try to change my mindset. Like, a lot of time as a collector, you fall into a trap when walking into when collecting, well, anything really. So, for instance, when a lot of times when collecting like video games, it's about the it becomes about the amount of games you can buy to just have like this big wall of games that you can show off in the background and stuff. And I admittedly have fallen into that trap before. But that's why going forward, and specifically why I'm collecting this way for the N64, I don't make a ton of money, so, but I do want to focus on getting boxed games of the games that I want, and because I'm focusing on that, it will cost me a lot more money to invest in a game, and so I will not be buying as many games. So in turn, I will have time to play said games that I buy until I can save up to buy another game. So that is essentially the process I want to go through when collecting for the N64. Yeah, I have a bunch of movies and animes and stuff too. Oh boy. So yeah, I've been collecting movies, music CDs, everything. Oh, nice. Um, Actually, part of the things I'm going to look into picking up, I'm going to look into probably eventually picking up after I play the original games. I want to look into picking up some reproduction cards for different hacked mods and stuff for some of these N64 wrestling games. Oh, thank you for the Happy New Year, Lucky Limes. I wish you and everyone all the best New Year into 2025. Yeah, I know N64 games are pricey, but yeah, that will keep me in check for not being able to buy too many games at once, since I put that stipulation on myself. So I'm excited. My collection, it might not be a big wall of games, but it will slowly grow over time. And I'll be able to stream more and more games for you guys. Oh wow, I haven't even been paying attention to the views. I have my streaming software opened up and I have the chat opened up, but yeah, I had no idea how well this was doing. Nice. Will it be enough to put Nash away? Nope. Oh wow. Yeah. Liking streams is a thing. I think it helps with the with it involves the YouTube algorithm kind of thing. I most of the time forget to remind people because I'm just here to have fun and stuff. But yeah, liking is a thing. I really should be better at, like, promoting that kind of thing, but just not something I think about. I'm Rey Mysterio might get jackknife powerbombed. Oh, nope. Not quite. Oh, I get it, yeah. I've seen some of them channels where every video it's like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. And yeah, I definitely don't want to be that kind of channel. That annoys me as a viewer in some ways. Like, I know why they do it, and I won't unsubscribe from someone from doing it or anything like that. But yeah, it's just it's something it seems like every channel does it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's how YouTube is set up. So you kind of have to push your viewers to kind of do it, especially if your goal is to become like a huge channel. If you want people to notice you, then yeah, you have to use every advantage you can to get people to like interact with your with your videos. Yeah, not really. It would be nice, but I kind of learned a long time ago that I'm either gonna I'll blow up on my own merit, or I will just slowly gain subs and just be content with where I'm at. I don't want to try to force something that I don't want to force it into being an actual job, which I'm not saying I don't make money from this, but if I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna do it as a hobby. I'm not gonna do it to try to turn it into a job. Ah, yeah. I can see that. It obviously does not have all the bells and whistles of No Mercy, but that's just the nature of being the first of its kind, I guess you could say.
One, two, three. 3 count fall.
Thank you, Joe. I'm glad you enjoy it. Alright, Hulk Hogan. Can Rey Mysterio Jr. beat Hulk Hogan? I went with the classic Hulk attire. That's actually not too bad of a model of Hulk Hogan. Granted, you probably don't need to do much to make an accurate looking Hulk Hogan, but it definitely does not look as bad as some of the other wrestlers in this game. I'm not sure what all specials Ray has. Like, I know he has a front grapple special, which I've been using, but I don't know any of the other grapples are where he has a special at. Because the 619 is not in this game. Hurricanrana. I will try. I guess thing is, I haven't memorized what moves does what. I know I can do a Hurricanrana. I'm just not sure the button combination. As if Hulk Hogan doesn't end up putting me away. I agree. At least... So... It's definitely one of the best. It's hard to say it's the best compared to the games that followed in this series. But it's definitely still fun to play, especially if you play it where you kind of forget that they're... Oh my gosh, I lost for once. If you kind of play without remembering that there were sequels or anything, it holds up. I still feel like I can play this like I was playing it yesterday. And it's been like 20 something years. Ah, okay. Well, unfortunately, Hulk Hogan put away the Mysterio. Right, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't feel like the Big Show ever got the spotlight he kind of deserved. He was much more formidable when he was just called the Giant. Or just Giant. Oh, wow. That is awesome. Yes, Captain Insano as well. Trying to remember if they actually have his choke slam in this game as a finisher or not. We'll see. Oh! Oh, wow. I don't know how I feel about all these sequels being made like 20 years later. This game is WCW versus NWO World Tour for the N64 or Nintendo 64. Okay, so I watched the first one. I liked it well enough. It was all right. Haven't watched the second one yet. I want to. And I also want to see the third movie because I'm a Shadow the Hedgehog fan. Alright, let's get this special going. Okay, does have a choke slam.
1, 2, 2 count.
Ah, come on. Hulk Hogan doesn't kick out of a choke slam.
1, 2, 3.
There we go. So, I do know that the Sonic the Hedgehog Sat AM cartoon back in the 90s, that is a highly regarded cartoon. I don't know how well the cartoons have been doing lately just because I haven't seen any of them. Yeah, and he's got attitude. Because he's the fastest thing alive. Okay. This ain't gonna save, but I'll go ahead and try to unlock someone. Um, what league do you guys want me to play? WCW, NWO, DOA, Independent Union? Each one has an unlockable character. Okay, sure thing. DOA. I forgot that they had different things. Okay. I forgot that they had different... Alright. It is gonna be heavyweight. Nature Boy? Okay. We'll go with blue. We'll go with red. Red is his standard thing, I think. The days before there were actual video game entrances. And figure four leg lock right from the get-go. Ric Flair has the eye rake. Definitely. Make him give up. Well, at least make one person submit to the figure four. I'll try to make it him. Just work the legs. Rude. And he gave up. Woo! Powder keg? Okay. That doesn't seem like a real name. I'll try to work up the special for this match. Oh wow. I didn't remember Flair not being in Revenge. I don't remember the full roster for that game. All right. Nasty Boys would have been an awesome tag team for WCW in one of the games. Oh, Road Warriors is another great tag team too. So, I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to like WCW, I never really watched it until the... Or I didn't really pay attention to it until like the late 90s. Like, I wasn't a WCW kid when I initially started playing this game. So, a lot of the characters that I knew them from when they was in WWF. Like the Steiner brothers, or Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair. I do like Owen Hart. In fact, Owen Hart was the only wrestler I played as in WWF Attitude. Because he's the only one that I could comprehend the combo moveset of. And I could win matches with him.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, almost to a special. Haven't really seen what they have for Ric Flair. They have... Ah, the flop. Okay, alright. He should be about done for, I think.
Give up.
And just as I speak. Alright. I did not know that. I never really played as Ric Flair. I will try to set that up. Isn't there something... Okay.
Whoa. 1, 2.
That doesn't seem like that should have been a move. Well, he just came like flying right out of the corner, didn't he?
Rope.
Probably should have tried that when he was on his special.
One, two.
Can I get around? Got it. Ah, a pin.
One, two.
Dang it.
One, two.
Got him. Now we're against Blackheart. See if I can get through this match and not take like 8 minutes. I'm just gonna try move after move. I think that move can eventually make someone bleed. Ah, I see what you did there. Blackheart, Braveheart. Yes, yes. I think I mentioned that at some point, where if you play as someone with an eye rake against the mask character, you can remove a mask eventually.
Whoa.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing too spectacular, as it's just a plain white face. But yeah, it's a neat little thing that they added to the game. Yeah, the flop. Yeah. Happy New Year, Chanhan, and welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, I definitely was happy to repurchase this game. I decided I wanted to start an N64 collection this month, so I bought the console and got a couple games after some of my viewers voted on the poll on what game I should get. Yeah, that he is clearly Abdul the Butcher. Kind of funny Flair was able to suplex him though. Right now I'm just doing one of the single player league challenges things. Just to show it off. I'll have to redo it because I actually don't have a memory card pack for the N64. So I can't save my progress in this.
Whoa.
And the flop. And locking the figure four leg lock.
Give up.
Everyone taps. Grand Championship title match. We are versing Wrath, an unlockable character. So much like much like Smash Brothers, you have to beat them in order to unlock them. Yeah, if I ever get around to actually picking up that game, for sure. Maybe I'll actually learn a little bit of how to play that game, because I just remember when I did play that when I was younger, I remember spamming a move till I could get him to pin and win. And yeah. So it would be nice to maybe actually learn the moves in the game. Double reversal? What? You stayed on your feet. Gosh, he just keeps on staying on his feet. Ah, that's not what I would... Let's try that again, shall we?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A little bit risky with the count out thing. Don't want to lose to a count out. Hope you enjoyed that. Is he done for? No, not quite. Not quite what I meant to do, but oh well. Yeah, one more figure four should work it in. Fortunately, every move I'm doing is every submission but the figure four. His spirit is low. I think C down is typically a pin, isn't it? Got him. Yes. Yeah. And with that, DOA Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair Newsflash. Look for Wrath in WCW versus NWO. Ah, unlockables. I will have to replay through that because, yeah, just got no way to save it, unfortunately. Leave the N64 on until I'm able to buy a controller pack. That would be the ultimate. That would be the ultimate thing to do to not lose progress. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it would be fine. I just not something I particularly want to do to my N64. Considering the N64 is like relatively an old system. Let's see here. So yes, we did have Wrath that popped up as a character. Yeah. What time is it? Okay. So I think I'm gonna call the stream here. I got work in a few hours, so I'm probably gonna take a nap or something. But yeah, I will probably be back with another stream once I pick up a controller pack for this. Then I will, well, try to complete this game, which shouldn't be too difficult of a time. Oh yeah, it's a great classic. Definitely something I'm glad I got to stream for you guys, and yeah, I'm really excited for playing the N64. Bringing back memories and just kinda easy to pick up and play. Yeah, I will be coming back to I will be streaming it again. It will probably be a few days, depending how long it takes for me to get a controller pack. But yeah, I will be coming back to this, and completing it, unlocking all the characters. Yeah. During this stream, I just kind of did a lot of the modes and expedition and stuff like that. Exhibition. But yeah, this was a fun time. I was impressed to see that playing it, I didn't really forget much about how to play it. It's kind of something that... And I haven't played this for like 20 years now, so being able to pick it up and play it again, it's just wow. Yeah, using an OG N64 controller too, so it's all like the good old days. I do have a more modern N64 controller that I haven't used yet, the Brawler 64. But yeah, I wanted to get a couple controllers just in case I ever have some local multiplayer fun. But yeah, I do hope everyone has a great New Year. Yeah, it's going to be 2025 in a couple hours for me anyways. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what 2025 brings. It will definitely be more streams, more videos, and just hopefully some fun times. Have a good one, everyone. And yes, this song rocks.